I recently took a cooking class at Flora Farms that inspired me to make my own salsa. The first thing I needed to do was get an authentic Mexican molcajete. A real molcajete is very porous and, like a work of art, it's handcrafted from volcanic rock. Each one is a little bit different, and when you think about the effort that went into creating it and understand that this type of bowl dates back centuries, you realize that what you have on your hands is actually a treasure. Molcajetes come in many different shapes and sizes. Most have legs, though the one I got does not. This pestle is officially called a tejolote. Tejolote. When shopping for an authentic molcajete, make sure there are lots of pips and variations in the texture. It will also be very heavy. To test that a molcajete is actually made from volcanic rock and not just concrete, you circle the molcajete rapidly in the molcajete and then you smell it. If it's authentic, you will be hit with a fragrance of smoke and rain. It's really kind of magical. The hardest part about getting your molcajete ready to use is a process called seasoning. This process is more about breaking off the loose parts of the stone and creating a smooth bowl. It's worth the work, and you only have to do it just this once. After you're done, the bowl will be ready to go from now on. To season your bowl, place it on a cutting board to protect your counters from the rough base. You can also place a towel under the bowl to keep it from moving around. When you're ready to begin, add some uncooked rice and rock salt or any coarse salt into the bowl. When I first started, I didn't have rock salt, but later in the day I got some. Yeah, that's right, you heard that right, later in the day. This was an all-day process for me. You hold the pestle like this and begin grinding the rice and the salt into the bowl. Pieces are gonna fly everywhere, and the towel really helps make the cleanup a little bit easier. But you grind and you grind and you grind. Make sure that you go all the way up your bowl and even smooth out the top edges all the way. I kept switching the sides of my pestle because I plan to use both sides, so I wanted them both to be seasoned. Eventually you'll grind your salt and rice down into a powder. You can see here that this powder is a bit grayish and has some small specks of black in it. Those specks are pieces of the stone that have actually broken off. You'll need to repeat this process with new rice and salt again and again until the bowl feels smooth and the powder is white with no grayish color or black specks. You can dispose of all your powder. Your bowl will feel much smoother and your arm will be aching. Now it's time to rinse your bowl. Put a towel down in your sink to protect the surface of the sink. This bowl is really heavy, so make sure you're careful. Rinse it thoroughly and let it sit on its side to dry. Once it's dry, you're gonna add whole garlic cloves and more rock salt. Grind them into a paste and distribute this paste all around the bowl and let it sit for a few hours or even overnight if you can stand the garlic smell. It's pretty intense. After you're done with that step, rinse it and let it air dry on its side again. Regarding washing your molcajete, you should hand wash it and use a stiff brush to clean out the pits. Some people say it's fine to use soap and others say never use soap. That is up to you. Finally, one day later, I was able to make my fresh homemade salsa. It was worth the wait, and I'm really looking forward to many more years ahead with my molcajete.